Xbox expecting to be big at Gamescom this year. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy hits a sales milestone, and news from the limited run games showcase 2024. What's up, guys? Face the Samurai here, June 20th. Pretty okay day today in terms of Xbox news. Some good news, some more good news, I guess. Like some interviews, some more details from the Booty himself, right? Mr. Matt Booty from Xbox, as well as some stuff about sales milestones and, of course, Gamescom coming in August. So Xbox still having a presence there. So let's have a look at all the news as usual, quick, fast, and dirty. Here we go. First of all, on the Twitter Spaces, like I said, Xbox coming in at Gamescom. Apparently, going to have their biggest booth yet. So August 21st to 25th. There's also the, if you've been following, you have the Geoff Keighley, right? The pre-show conference that they always have for Gamescom. So if Gamescom live or whatever they call it, I don't remember. But anyway, so there might be some announcements there as well. But as Xbox expecting to have a huge booth. So Age of Mythology Retold, Avowed, Era, History Unfold. Whoa. Era, History Untold, Diablo 4 expansion, Diablo Immortal. Didn't know that was still huge, but I guess it is. Elder Scrolls Online with the newly released expansion, the Golden Road, Fallout 76, obviously. Is it? Wait, did I see Towerborn? Okay, no. Okay, Towerborn and World of Warcraft War Within. I mean, I guess it's kind of PC oriented in a way because Europe is huge on the PC stuff. And if you look here, the Towerborn devs are also mentioning that they're going to be available at Gamescom to show more of the game. Rumors that there might be a shadow drop happening in for this game. We're expecting it for E3 or the Summer Game Fest, and it didn't happen. And it's one of those games that should be ready soon, so hopefully it happens there. So yeah, another news: Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy has hit 20 million units sold through globally. Obviously, it was released on everything under the sun, but it's still good to know, and hopefully that inspires more Crash Bandicoot games in the future on Xbox as well as everywhere. I'm guessing this is one of those games that Microsoft's gonna be keeping multi-platform for the long term. Now, we knew it was delisted recently, so it's no surprise that Beyond Good and Evil is getting its 20th anniversary edition. The game is going to be released on all platforms, so in our case, Xbox One as well as Xbox Series S and X, June 25th, so that is next Tuesday. So if you haven't played this gorgeous game, and want to have, I guess, the best edition, unless you consider maybe PC to be the best edition of the game, although I don't know how much they're going to remaster on this one. But yeah, you might want to check it out next Tuesday. It's also going to be available on Ubisoft Plus, so if you have a subscription to that thing, or you're using one of their deals that they have right now where you can get a year for much cheaper, might be a good time to jump in. Next, this is on Windows Central as well as on the Variety. That's where the original article happened. Interview with Matt Booty. So basically, like if you could look at it and you go for the important information, they say that they hit their stride. They're trying to not make games release all at the same time, or at least space them out properly and not hit the market when other big games are coming out. Like let's say they name drop Grand Theft Auto 6. So that's one of the things they're looking at. Quick talk about the studio closures. Obviously, they said they didn't want to do it, but they looked at current leadership and future leadership prospects and stuff and how it goes and whether or not it was worth pursuing. So they say, as usual, it's hard decisions to make, but those decisions had to be made. Also mentioned is the fact that they are really happy with the popularity of a Sea of Thieves on the other platforms. Half of the players there play crossplay. Very happy how the game is doing. And obviously, they still have an emphasis on exclusive games. So they say that the games will still hit Xbox. A lot of games, at least, say many. I think the word that used is many. Many games are still going to happen initially exclusively on Xbox. So does it mean that some of those games are gonna stay exclusive forever or not? We don't know. They say they gotta let the teams decide most of the time, but for sure there's gonna be a lot of many. There are gonna be many exclusive games initially on Xbox and on Game Pass. So that's the commitment to the people that are playing in the Xbox ecosystem. Now, if you still have a Xbox 360 around your house, I know I do for some Guitar Hero once in a while. Well, it just so happens that the store is closing on July 29th, so you won't be able to buy games anymore from the Xbox 360 online store. Of course, you can still buy the games on the Xbox Series S and X and the Xbox One, but if the games that are stuck on Xbox 360 that don't have any backwards compatibility available are gonna be gone forever if you don't buy them now. If you buy them, you can still re-download them for as long as you want, but you have to act now. They have a huge list of games, 75 to 90% off. Some very good stuff in there, like the bullet burnout games here, really worth buying. Some games like the Child of Light, for example, here. They have both the Xbox 360 and Xbox One version, but if you want achievements, might be a good time to jump in and buy those games. Same with the Devil May Cry HD collection, for example, here. I believe I saw, maybe it's not there. I thought I had seen Forza somewhere. If you want Forza Horizon 2 360 version, and stuff like that. So it'd be worth checking out and buying a few games for a few dollars. The ones that you're gonna want to be playing on your 360 in the future, just to make sure that you've acted in time to be able to keep those games forever. Some somewhat average news here in terms of Xbox sales. It comes courtesy of Oscar Lemaire, I believe, from France. So they have the numbers for Xbox Series, and apparently it's not doing too good in France. So they say launch line, the Series is the worst performing console, doing about as well as the Wii U, or maybe a bit worse, and worse than the original Xbox. So as you see here, they have the install bases chart here. And we see the 360 was at 1.1 million, the Xbox One at 1.0 million by year 4. Xbox, the OG one at 0.8, and Xbox Series at 0.7. So while it was initially supply constrained, same in year 2, it seems, turns out that by year 3, didn't really keep going up and numbers, so they didn't really start selling more, unlike the PlayStation 5, I believe, which the numbers are not on this page, but we can see the PlayStation 5 has done much better. At this point in time, is at 2.3 million, I think, compared to the 0.7 from Series. So whether that means that more people are moving towards PC for Xbox in France could be a possibility, although the market for PC apparently is slightly down, while hardware for consoles has been selling more this year, unlike many other markets actually worldwide. So yes, they should be focusing. Hopefully their marketing strategy should change, and hopefully there's with the current situation with the last showcase, which is apparently having a lot of good word of mouth out. Hopefully this means it's gonna help out a bit, or hopefully they're gonna start pushing to get that next gen, on a good foot, so that people come back to the Xbox ecosystem. As he says here, PlayStation is outselling them about 8-1, which is never a good look, I guess. Although business is apparently good for Microsoft, so we don't know how they really evaluate their situation and their shipments and stuff. Maybe they're happy with where they are right now. We have no idea. And last but not least was the Limited Run Games 2024 showcase today. So if you missed it, quite a few good things announced in there. And the ones that caught my eye personally, because a lot of stuff is unfortunately not coming to Xbox, so that kind of sucks. But the Jet trilogy here, I mean, if you have played those games back in the day, on the PlayStation 1 and N64, so I think some of them were released, well, you might be happy to know that there's a trilogy coming out soon, and it's going to be available on Xbox. Those are fun games from Crystal, I think it was Crystal Dynamics back in the day, which is now owned, I guess the rights are owned by Square Enix, it looks like. Other game of note, at least to me, was here, the Clock Tower game, and I believe this is coming on Xbox as well, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly, the Clock Tower Rewind. Those are all available physically as well, of course, because it's limited run games, right? And last but not least, the most important one that we need to mention here is the last announcement of the showcase, and it's a brand new Bubsy game. So Bubsy, the perfect collection, coming soon on Xbox Series S and X. So if you know about those games, I mean, yeah, this is I don't know if that's actually a good thing, but it's a funny thing nonetheless. I'm quite I mean, I might even give it a shot. Hopefully they have the 3D game available as well, because that was quite I mean, I don't have any other words but a shit show. It wasn't really a great game, but I mean, the nostalgia might kick in and made me actually go for it, so you never know. All the news we had for you guys today. Thank you for watching, and catch you guys tomorrow. Alright, ciao.